At the turn of the 20th century, Europe was dominated by sprawling empires whose rulers believed their nations could never fall. From the wind-swept coasts of Britain to the vast plains of Russia, monarchs and generals presided over armies and navies growing faster than any before them. 1. The great powers and their ambitions. British Empire, the world's greatest naval power, ruling an empire on which the sun never set. London's interests stretched from India's tea fields to Canadian wheat. German Empire, a new industrial powerhouse under Kaiser Wilhelm II, Germany's burgeoning economy fueled a desire for a place in the sun alongside Britain and France. Austro-Hungarian Empire, a multi-ethnic realm held together by Emperor Franz Joseph. Germs of discontent lurked among Slavic groups, Serbs, Czechs, Slovaks, each yearning for autonomy. Russian Empire. Tsar Nicholas II ruled the largest land empire on Earth, but it creaked under the weight of its own bureaucracy, poverty, and unrest. Yet Russia saw itself as protector of Slavic peoples in the Balkans. French Republic. Still haunted by its defeat in the Franco-Prussian War 1870-71, France nursed a deep hatred of Germany and vowed to reclaim the lost provinces of Alsace and Lorraine. Ottoman Empire. Once the sick man of Europe, it had lost territory for decades. By 1914, Istanbul clung to survival, even as nationalist revolts flickered across its remaining domains. The four forces propelling toward war. Nationalism. In Vienna's grand boulevards and Belgrade's cafes alike, the idea that one's nation or ethnic group deserved self-rule grew stronger every year. Serbs, Bulgarians, Romanians, and Czechs dreamed of independence. Germans, Italians, and Frenchmen believed their own cultures to be the apex of civilization. Imperialism. Africa and Asia had been carved up by European powers. Competition for colonies meant that a minor dispute in one corner of the globe could flare into a crisis with global ramifications. Militarism. Armies swelled. Navies raced to build dreadnought battleships. In Germany, the General Staff planned meticulously for war. In Britain, the Royal Navy built more ships than any rival. Everywhere, officers trained recruits to believe that if they missed the glorious war, they'd return to a diminished future. Entangled alliances. To rival blocs formed. Triple Alliance Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy, though Italy's commitment was always uneasy. Triple Entente Allied Powers, France, Russia, and Britain. Each pledged to come to the other's aid, turning any regional clash into a continental conflagration. 3. A continent bristling with guns. By 1914, Europe's great armies numbered in the millions. Railways could move troops at unprecedented speed. The belief was widespread. A short, decisive war would settle old grudges, redraw borders, and pave the way for a new era. Few foresaw a prolonged, grinding conflict. Thus, on the eve of 1914, Europe was a tinderbox. A single spark would be enough.